My name is Chase B. Felt.
Sydney Tresize.
My name is Drew Driscoll.
My name is Austin French.
Hi, I'm Anna McMichael.
I'm June Hester.
My name is Warren Unfulfilled.
My name is Maddie Stevens.
I teach AP US History and CP US History and World History, and I've been doing this for 11 years.
I teach AP Chemistry and have been teaching it for probably about 5 or 6 years.
I teach AP Calculus, AB, BC. I've been teaching for going on 31 years.
I teach 12 AP, Lit and Comp, and then I teach 9th grade CP. And this is the 11th year.
In American high schools, many conversations revolve around one of two subjects: the desire to escape academic pressure and pursue individual dreams, or the stress of maintaining an adequate GPA in order to be accepted into college.
How important are your grades?
They are extremely important to me.
My junior year I started realizing how important they were, and that's why my senior year I signed up for AP classes. I wanted to push myself.
Pretty darn important.
I would probably consider grades my #1 priority, to make sure that you keep up with your studies and have the grades and the GPA to make it into college, which is like the ultimate goal.
Do you feel pressured to live up to a certain standard?
It's definitely mostly a personal pressure, because in our school we have a lot of competitive people, and it's more of a pride thing to be able to compete with the rest of these people.
Definitely my sisters were successful in their high school and their college endeavors, so it's kind of pushed me to try to do better than them, or at least live up to them, and they kind of set high standards for me so that my parents kind of expect it of me.
All of your classmates and making sure you're taking like the best classes and being considered like one of the smartest students. So I feel like all the pressure that I feel is just to keep up with the standards set by other classmates at my school.
Was there pressure to live up to a certain standard?
Yeah, I think so. Not so much within the school, but within my home life. For me it was, but I put a lot of pressure on myself too to be perfect. Especially now, I think the expectations have changed, and how much I see you guys, it's a lot of work. There was a lot more freedom when I was in high school too. There weren't as many rules, there weren't as many state, I think, mandated expectations for students that are often unrealistic.
It wasn't too stressful. Important to do well, but I also had a balance. My high school wasn't as academically inclined. Even though I had good courses, it was not too tough.
My parents had standards for my sister and me, when most of the kids didn't have that many standards. There wasn't a whole lot to do, so you didn't. We didn't have the problems that today's kids have.
What do you want to do after high school? Why?
Go to college and just figure out something that I'm passionate about.
I would like to become a chemical engineer. Well, my dad's a chemist, my sister's a chemist, and throughout school I really enjoyed chemistry. I enjoy math, so I feel like it's a good combination if I bring both of them together.
After high school, I want to go to college to major in electronic media communications, which includes like multimedia journalism, filming, stuff like that. I want to end up being a news anchor, a news reporter, something like that, sportscaster. I want to do that because I have a passion for sports if I end up being a sportscaster, but I also love to be in front of the camera.
If money was not a problem, what would you have done after high school?
I probably still would have gone straight into college.
I wanted to be a curator at a museum.
I think I'd still want to be a teacher, because day in, day out, this is still a fun thing to do.
University of Tennessee was my dream, so that's what I wanted to do.
If money was not a problem, what would you do after high school?
If money wasn't a problem.
From 1975 to 2014, the average cost of attending a private four-year institution increased from $17,000 a year to $43,000 a year. The cost of attending a public four-year institution increased from $8,000 a year to $19,000 a year. As the cost of college increased, the buying power of money decreased. When adjusted for inflation, the current federal minimum wage would need to be more than $8 an hour to equal its buying power in the mid-1980s, and nearly $11 an hour to equal its buying power in the late 1960s. With college costs surging, many high school students are incapable of looking beyond the expense of education and would rather pursue individual passions.
Mostly I just really want to be in a band. Music is something that's like really important to me, and I've seen how it can impact people's lives, and I just want to be able to make a difference to someone.
I would probably go be a volunteer somewhere overseas. I like to help people. I like to work with people, especially those in need. I'm very passionate about that.
I would go study abroad if money was not a problem. Like, I'd love to go see Spain or Greece or do something like cool like that.
I'd probably go to Costa Rica and Spain, study abroad somewhere that speaks Spanish.
Travel.
I would travel.
I would travel a lot.
Go travel.
American students are developing a negative attitude towards higher education. With college tuition increasing at an alarming rate, more students feel discouraged to attend. Although schools offer financial aid in the form of grants, loans, and scholarships, many institutions fail to fully provide the demonstrated need. Students inevitably succumb to pressure and commit to years of paying loans, despite the common desire to seek different possibilities. Unfortunately, the stigma surrounding those who eschew formal education to pursue alternate experiences is strong enough to perpetuate a cycle of debt and unfulfilled aspirations. Is it acceptable for a country with over $1 trillion in student loan debt to make higher education unaffordable for the average American family, and then shame those who choose an alternate path?